just in case, so that I can at least have the files and send it to whoever needs that. Okay.
Stephanie, do you have dice?
Yeah, I have the ones that you let me borrow.
Yay, good.
Fantastic.
I just have to figure out which one is which.
Basically, whenever I say D blank, so I go like a D8, that just means how many sides of that dice it has. So when I go D20, it's the most, like the biggest one with the most amount of numbers on it.
Whoa, it's like blending on my screen.
Oh, geez. It's ghost dice. Dice
Yeah, one of
make
these.
ghosts.
Ooh. Ooh.
I think this is a D10. 4. I think this is 8. Okay, I think I got it. 6. Okay.
Fantastic.
Nice. All right.
So is everybody ready? Everyone comfortable?
Sorry, I'm just finishing my character sheet real quick.
Okay.
Just adjusting my pillow.
Does everyone have your pork grinds and or sandwich?
I have rosebomb.com from Glossier and a nice Diet Coke.
It's the
I have
Mountain
a
Dew!
Costco sparkling water.
Ooh. Is it Topo Chico?
Pass the Cheetos!
Oh my god.
What?
Whoa.
Nothing wants to
it's
show up on my
censoring
screen.
you. It's censoring
I
you.
also have chocolate.
Fantastic.
They're so good.
Where's heal? Is that first aid? Is that the same thing?
Yeah, heal and first aid are the same thing. So yeah.
Oh shit.
I have a -1 in healing, so I probably should not be the one touching the bodies.
I think I took first aid because I felt like I'd have to help somebody.
Oh,
I have a 2.
a few like overall mechanics that makes us like different that we will probably showcase in this, just so everyone knows like what our like selling points are, is our die hard system. Now that actually, let me just pull it up real quick before we actually.
That's when you take a flaw instead of taking the damage, right?
Yeah. Like this is like where like you're like, instead of dying, I'm gonna have my arm blown off or something of that nature. Why are you being so difficult? Okay, there we go.
James, your face.
Oh, did he make a face?
You made a face.
Sorry, that's my money goblin voice, and everyone hates it.
Money goblin.
Nick has
I
a
thought
money
it might have
goblin
been
voice.
Joe.
Nick has a money goblin voice, and his microphone won't pick it up, so it just sounds like crackles, and he goes silent, and we're all like, "But no, really, what did you say in a normal voice?"
Oh, jeez. Okay, let me go to our.
I'm assuming James is going to be doing a voice for his character.
Hey, how you doing?
No, I don't know. I can't handle
Oh my gosh.
today.
Hey, how's everybody going?
I can't do voices. Like when I DM, all of my characters sound the same.
I try to
Can't
do,
do voices.
and
Turn the lights down low.
The only
Okay.
voice that I do is the group. They rescued a goblin, and his name is Droop. And I try to make him sound like Morty from Rick and Morty.
oh, jeez. No, never mind. We're gonna get sidetracked because I love goblins so much. They're like one of my favorite races. And I was playing a generic human wizard, and I'm like, they're like, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna save this goblin, and they're like, what? They're like, Goblin, what's your name? And I'm like, his name is Dog. they're like, no, Goblin, what's your actual name? He's like, my name's Dog now. Like, I'm sorry, but like
That is my name.
I was named.
Yeah.
Dog.
I wish I had named Droop because that's a name I would definitely give a goblin, but he's just the goblin from the starter set.
Okay, so currently, so like when you take Die Hard, you can choose to lose a limb, an arm or a leg, capped potential where you take a negative to your total cap, for like your stats. So like, you know how like your cap for like your wisdom is like 20 or something. You can instead just be like, it's an 18 now. So my character is literally capped at that level now for the rest of the game, which, yeah. And then there is missing an eye. You can take this twice. And then there's amnesia. So those are your options. And then we also have, I don't know how much sanity you guys are going to lose this game, but if you guys lose 10, there's also a potential to gain a flaw. So, yeah.
Yes.
So I'll have those rules up so I can quote myself correctly. I feel like it should be like this. Well, that's not what you wrote, Travis. Okay. So is everybody ready?
I think so. Do you want to give yourself like a little shout out at the beginning and then maybe one more at the end?
All right. Yeah. I am Travis Cumming, one of the creators of Acheron. We are currently hosting a Kickstarter. We are trying to get funded so that we can release a physical copy of things we've already written. We're currently have a free beta on our website, Acheron. Well, actually, it's not Acheron. It's darkworldstudios.net, where you can download our basic rule sets that we're playing with right now and see if you like the game. So, yeah, is that good enough? Do I have to...
Beautiful. Perfect.
I'll try to... I'm bad at selling things. Unless... never mind. All right, so... This game might possibly be a module that you'll find in later versions of the beta. So you guys are all going to be play testing this and being my guinea pigs for this type of game. So all of your characters have won a lottery in your respective districts to get a ticket to essentially their version of a cruise liner in the form of the Emerald Train. This is a massive locomotive that has over 25 individual cars, all being dragged by like the newest gray engine. So it is pretty bombastic. It's pretty spectacular. Let's just go with that. Typically, only the rich elite are able to even purchase a ticket for any amount of time on this locomotive. And some people like ruin their whole inheritance by just buying a ticket and then keep on charging their bank account until they're thrown to the curb. So this is a pretty lavish, train cruise, so to say. Its main selling point is that it goes through a number of districts in our world that most of the rich elite don't see. So it can keep them seeing the average life of an average person almost as a transporting human zoo and without them being at risk. So when you guys see the Emerald Train and board it, you see that it is obviously emerald green throughout the whole length of the train, but it also has bars on the windows, bulletproof glass, armored plating, and you can also see that there is little portholes on the top that people can open up and start shooting if need be. This train is also just an absolute tank that is supposed to keep the rich elite inside very safe. You and 7 other members of the lottery are being like boarded in the back, and then you have some pretty okay accommodations with like some bunk beds, and it's just 2 to a room. You guys can decide if you want to bunk up, and that's how you know each other right off the bat. but each one of your other fellow winners have a petrified leaf brooch that you guys are required to wear at all times so the other guests can identify you as lottery winners and not the typical elite that is on this train, as well as the staff being able to help you if you have any questions.
Well, damn.
So as you guys board the train, you and your group get a general tour. The very back of the locomotive is a smoking room slash lookout area where it has the most windows, like completely surrounding the cart itself, where you have almost 360 vision on the world around you. So you can smoke, have a drink, you know, see the countryside and the riffraff that is on the outside of the train when you drive through town. There is also a small bar area, and all expenses are covered while you're on this locomotive. So people drink as much as they want, eat as much as they want, do whatever as much as they want. After that, there is the lower class sleeping areas where you guys are at. That covers 2 carts. There is a next cart, which is a greenhouse that also has a lot of sunroofs and stuff of that nature. Then there is the staff quarters, which is just a very narrow hallway. You don't actually see any of the beds, but there is like doors to each side. Past that, there is 2 staff quarters, and then there is 3 carts that are devoted to the museum. It is artifacts and little showcases of certain artifacts as you go through different districts, being like, this was painted here, and this was stuff of that nature. They also have a few ancient fossils that are strewn in one of the carts itself. Nothing exceptional. There is a few petrified, like more petrified leaves, some acorns, just regular petrified, tree stuff. And then the rest of the carts are different, like saunas, bars, and then the more elite housing is up towards the front of the train. So yeah, you all know that tonight there's going to be a sort of event, like a cocktail party that is going to be happening in the museum carts. So is there anything you guys would like to do as we begin?
As we board the train, what is the general look and feel to how like other people are viewing us with the brooches and stuff?
So as you guys are boarding the train, you are walking with, I wrote down names. Let's look at this. You are walking with Evelyn Franks, who is a female demonic dark leecher. She has pinkish skin, more of a pinkish red, with almost a crown of horns on her head. Super bubbly. And she's like, I'm so happy to guide you through the tour. And then just helps you go through like all the train carts, and then gives you your quarters and stuff like that, like where you guys are going to stay, your keys and all that jazz. Until you reach the actual museum area, you haven't really seen any of the mainstay passengers here. You see most of the staff going through. You saw like a few people in the smoking room. They tried to not look at you as they're like reading their newspaper or books. And then when you get into the museum area, people are just talking. And then once you guys come in, they're like, let's just go to the bar, as she's like giving you a tour of the museum. So it's not like the warmest day, but literally you and then the 7 other lottery winners are just pretty much in awe of being on such an expensive, ornate vehicle. As you're walking through, can you guys roll a spot check for me?
Yes.
What is that?
It's a skill. You roll a d20.
Roll the d20.
The
17.
I got an 11.
18?
15?
18?
Oh, 18. So James, your character notices that there is a giant spotlight on a jade-looking acorn the size of your fist. That is in one of the center glass cases. It's the biggest thing that catches your eye, nothing else really. You two, on the other hand, notice that there is most of the staff, you note, like every other staff member you see is packing heat. They have a pistol or a compact machine gun or something of that nature with them.
Would we have been able to board like with weapons, or would they make us stash them?
They didn't search your bags.
Okay.
But if you had it visibly on you, they would ask you if they could have them.
Got it.
Okay.
This is a very important question.
So
I would like to walk over to that jade egg looking thing and perhaps see if there's some sort of like plaque or description.
So there is a plaque, and it says donated by Thomas Gray to the historians of Galilee. That's all it says.
I'm definitely like trying to look more educated than I actually am by like reading this thing.
You see that there is a person who is like just like being like general curator kind of like air about him, who's just like talking to other people and being like, oh yes, we retrieved this artifact from whatever. So if you wanted to talk to him, there's definitely that, but most of the plaques are just who donated it to what.
Got it. Okay.
Stephanie, from that spot check, because you rolled an 18, you started to notice that a few of the guests, one of the guests, two of the guests who were sitting next to each other in the smoking room when you guys originally boarded, looked like twins. You know, kind of peculiar, but like not out of the ordinary. And you're pretty sure somehow they got ahead of you, because you see 3 other members in the museum standing around that all look identical.
Okay.
Of the staff that is that is clearly has weapons on them, how many of them are kind of like clearly surrounding the 10 of us?
None of them are like clearly surrounding you. They're just like trying to move around you guys.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't look like they think you guys are going to start trouble.
Okay.
They're just like, basically it's like, okay, I got my key card, I got my gun, I got this. Like nothing. It doesn't seem like they are trying to intimidate you guys in any way.
It's just part of their uniform, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the item
Oh.
guarded?
Nothing. There is a few staff members in the museum like carts area, but they don't seem like they're actively guarding anything like you would see like at a normal museum, where there would be a guy just standing there with his hands behind his back looking at everybody.
Got it.
I'm going to walk over to the curator and just kind of listen in on whatever he is talking about right now with the group.
He is at a lot of the petrified leaves that all have different sculptures, like engraved writings in them. And he says, even though we don't know the origin of these leaves or what significance it had to the culture, we have found a great amount of them in this district right here in District 10. It is very peculiar. We hope that we can find some way to decipher them in the future to know more about what the culture that was behind them actually, what this meant to them. Sir, do you have any questions?
And I just like look around like, is he talking to me? No.
Oh, okay. Well, let me know if any of you, and kind of shouts at the winning lottery group, have any questions. Stephanie, I need you to make another spot check.
With a D20?
Yes.
8.
Okay. Well, so James and Kay, you both see this gentleman completely bump into Stephanie's character. And you see that he, like, it looks like he was trying to, like, move her or something, and then, like, tripped into her, because it looked like he was, like, both hands were, like, on her shoulders. Could both of you guys also make a spot check? Stephanie, this guy looks exactly like one of the people that looked completely identical in the previous rooms, and I would like you to roll a sensitive check. Now, because you are playing a Dark Leecher character, they are all sensitive, which means they're more attuned to the supernatural plane. So just roll a d20 and tell me what's the number on that.
18.
Fantastic, just made it. So as he bumps into you, you see a few flashes of a tree. It has no leaves. Its branches are all tilted up towards the sky. And there is just this ethereal fog around it. And you see hundreds of faces in the tree itself, all whispering to each other. And then after you come back, you're just a little bit taken aback. This only took like a fraction of a second to see. You, James and Kay, what did you roll?
I got an
15.
11.
Both of you guys see that that gentleman was trying to chalantly steal her brooch, but was unsuccessful in doing so.
Okay.
And then
Is he still around?
he just said, "Excuse me," and then kind of made a fast walk behind you guys.
Was there anything on his person that would be like easily identifiable that it was him again?
There he is wearing like a bowler hat and a vest with a pocket watch that is silver. So like the bowler hat in particular is kind of obvious.
I don't trust people who wear bowler hats.
They're the most evil hat. We all know this.
Just shifty characters.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I nod to the curator and I'm like, thank you for your time. And I do eye that jade egg again and just kind of like look at it one more time and then kind of scurry over to where Stephanie was and check on her and see how she's doing. Like, what the hell what happened? Are you okay, miss?
Well, I did
Kinda
just see something
standing off to the
very
side.
strange.
You saw
And
something.
wait, do we know each other?
I don't know. I'm puzzled.
Hi, I'm Clara.
Nice to meet you, Clara. I was one of the lucky lottery winners.
Same.
Oh,
OMG.
all right. So are you all right, miss?
Yes, thank you so much for asking.
Seemed
I did see a really strange thing. I feel more attuned to, you know, the spirits in the world.
I
and,
see. What did you see?
I saw this tree, but then there were a bunch of faces in the tree. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit crazy, but you just seem like, you know, a nice, sensitive kind of guy, and I wanted to share that with you.
Crazy is as crazy does.
As you guys are talking, the the person who's conducting the tour, Evelyn, then just goes basically herds you guys back to your guys' bunk areas. If for anyone who wants to get like situated with their like bags or something and, you know, settle in. And a few of like the people are like, no, I'm just going to look through the museum. Like, it looks like there's some college students that somehow won this lottery and now are just like super fascinated in history for the first time.
Just because they're on this.
Yeah.
I definitely go and like walk into one of the cabins and just yell top bunk, throw my stuff on top. Like anyone who kind of like looks like a little shifty, I'm definitely like giving them a look of like, you don't want to bunk here.
Like there's this like, really like string bean kind of guy who's just like, oh, okay. Like, as you're just like,
that's exactly it.
You're like, top bunk. Like,
top bunk, this is mine.
I definitely like, you know, put my head a little higher and I walk with those college students and like, you know, try to act with the crowd. And I'm like this older gentleman, like maybe 30 or 40, and just like trying to blend
Did you just
in.
call me old?
Yeah, an older
So
gentleman, like 30, you know.
Real old. Respect your elders.
Oh, jeez. Stephanie, is there anything that you're doing?
Yeah, I'd like to get settled in a bit and grab my staff from my bag because I put it in my bag, so I didn't get to bring it on the train.
Fantastic. It's like that Saint and Mary Poppins where you just pull out like a longer stick than a bag itself and just goes, this will work. As
Where do
you
I get one of
guys,
those bags?
oh no, it's secret. Secret bag.
It's a secret Mary Poppins bag.
Also, you shunted everyone out that wanted their bunks. You didn't see this at all.
This is true. I'm just like hanging out in my room, like just like waiting for people to walk in and be like, no, not you.
Next.
Next one.
So a few hours pass by. It's starting to get closer to the night. You guys hear that you guys are gonna stop like very early in the morning at like the next stop, but it's mostly for the staff to stretch their legs, and it's not like this is a tourist location kind of deal, just to refuel and keep on going. It is around like 8 o'clock at night. It's been a few hours. Is there anything you guys want to do in particular before there's like any event happening?
James, you wanna wait, what's your name? Puzzle. Are you all settled in? You wanna go grab a drink on the back
I
of the
would
train?
love to do that with you, my dear.
Cool.
I was definitely already planning on being at the bar, so.
So yeah, and then we meet. What's your character's name?
Gwennifer?
Gwennifer. Oh, okay.
Gwennifer.
So we
Like Yennefer?
we, like grabbing a drink, meeting Gwennifer at the bar. So now we all know each other.
So at this point, I would like you guys to describe your characters to each other, so our audience as well as you guys know what your headcanon is. Let's start with Kay first, and then move to Stephanie, and then James.
Ooh, okay. Well, I play Gwynnifer Stass. She's a pretty tallish, thinnish, younger girl, like 20. No, she's like mid-20s. Definitely looks a little rough around the edges. Definitely looks like she's spent some time on the streets. You can't really like she's dressed a little bit like cleaner, like she definitely looks clean, so it's maybe she wasn't like homeless, but like she definitely like has that air of like aggression that comes from having to protect yourself at all times.
I love aggressive airs.
Yes.
Stephanie?
And she's like a cute little blondie. She's, you know, don't judge a book by its cover.
So oh yeah.
Me next?
Yes.
So my character is Clara. She's part of the, I'm a healer to my community. And I'm definitely more in touch with magic because I'm a spirit dark nature. And I'm on a fun adventure because I left, the town that I grew up in and heading across the land. So trying to make new friends and hang out and, take it all in on this journey.
Fantastic. And James?
All right, so I'm playing as Puzzle. He's a very rough and tumble gentleman, very muscular, but he only has one arm, which he lost in a farming accident. And he's very like timid around certain people, but once you get to know him, he becomes very gentlemanly and kind. And yeah, Puzzle.
He's a puzzle.
He's a puzzle. Yeah.
Fantastic. So while you guys are, so there's the museum carts, and right beyond that is a bar cart. It's and slash restroom cart. Like there's a bar that completely takes up one side of the cart with like bar stools lining the whole edge. And then there is booths on the other side where people are eating dinner and alike. You see that there's a few contestants, like winners of the lottery, like roaming around. The aristocrats seem to be more settled in. Their feathers are still ruffled by your guys' presence, and occasionally you hear a remark of like an old couple's like, "Can we get seated farther away from the bar?" Like, there's some weird smell that we want to get away from. You guys are having your free drinks, and the bartender, Rufus, is a human that has a soul mender arm, which is like a mechanical device that is powered by his soul. And he's just washing glasses like as he's been not really talking to you guys. Like you guys are like, "Hey, can I have a beer?" And he's like, "Here you go." And then goes off and does his own thing. So as you guys are talking and drinking, I would like all of you to roll a listen check with your D20s.
Big giant 6.
3.
I also got a 6.
So
The
people who got a 6, the person who, Stephanie, you got a 3, you don't really hear anything. You're like more caught up in like just the ambiance of like how like rich everything is around you, and how they're just like, "Oh, top shelf liquor, yeah, here you go." Like no questions asked, like not even like a double take. They're just like, I don't care. Like, here you go. And but James and Kay, you both hear a pop in the other room, like a really loud pop. You don't know really what it is. It's kind of muffled through like the train cars, but you just hear a loud pop and someone yelp.
I definitely continue drinking my beer and like kind of side-eyeing Rufus's arm. Just like, that kind of thing.
I look around to see if anyone else noticed the sound or anything, maybe like the aristocrats or something, but
no one has brought attention to it. Oh,
I feel like when you kind of start looking around, I kind of look at you like, why are you being fidgety?
did you hear that?
This was like a pop sound, like someone cracking their knuckles.
Odd. I don't know. Must be the alcohol.
Cheers.
You see that there is a after you hear a pop, you see a I need you guys to actually roll a spot real quick. Just the D20 again.
Oh no, I just dropped my, okay, I have another one. It fell off the table. All right, I got
16.
14.
Unnatural 20.
Hey.
Fantastic. You see, everyone sees a little bit of a commotion going on as like there's a lot of movement with the staff, mostly the armed staff that you begin to notice. And then you in particular see the bowler hat. Okay, sorry, I pointed.
Yeah, I was like, which quadrant are you pointing?
Sorry. No, like you were like still left on my screen as like the last.
Hi.
Hello, and I'm like, you did. No, so Kay, you see the bowler hat man brush past with another man wearing a bowler hat that looks like his twin, as they dash past you guys into the next cart that says communications.
Did he look like when he brushed past, did he look like he's part of the staff, or did he just?
No, this looks like a guest.
Okay. I'm going to immediately be very suspicious of this because I already saw this guy, try to be a thief, and I'm gonna get off my stool. I'm gonna still carry my beer, like I'm just kind of like meandering, but I want to like casually saunter towards communications.
Okay. James and Stephanie, what are you doing?
I am just kind of still looking around and drinking and trying to make small talk, but also kind of being a little on edge.
Okay.
I'm following Gwennifer because I want to tell her about my experience before and how I'm like very sus of this individual as well. Because of our earlier encounter.
So I kind of imagine that like Gwennifer is just being all slick, just like nonchalant, and then you just slide up to her like against the hip.
Like, hey.
This fool.
Yeah, that's what I picture too.
You see that there is one staff member who comes from a door behind the bar, where the prep room for like condiments and like making salads and stuff, not the actual kitchen, but part of like it's like kitchen and a half kind of deal. He comes out and he is a 6 foot tall, very nondescript white man with blonde hair, blue eyes, and like just stock 1950s protagonist kind of looking guy.
Nathan.
But if he became evil ever so slightly with a scar across his face, because that means evil.
That means evil. That means definitely a villain.
If you have an eye scar, you're evil.
He's definitely gonna get an eye scar.
So he's a Bond villain, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, who saw him come out?
No, all of you guys see him because he's not trying to be quiet.
Oh, okay.
Comes out. He has his hand on his gun, and he goes, all he's like, all lottery winners, can I please escort you back to your quarters?
I immediately get up and I'm like, ooh, I can escort. Wow.
I immediately look at Clara just like with like a suspicious side eye before glancing back at the communications car. Can I like, is there like a window? Like a port window?
Actually, yes. Roll a spot as you're trying to look through it. Stephanie, are you doing anything while all this commotion's happening?
I need to speak to a manager. Why are we being escorted?
So he's like, he has like
Oh,
his
wow.
hand on his gun, and you just see him go, like, this man's face doesn't make expressions often. So as he looks confused, it looks like his face is about to crack under the pressure of wrinkling his face. And he just goes, no one's ever talked back to me before. He's like, kind of looks down. I'm technically the manager here.
Clara's middle name is Karen.
Yes.
Kay, what did you roll?
I'm keeping this dice because I just rolled a 19 plus 3. So 22.
Fantastic. So with the 23, you see the two nondescript, the two twin people with the bowler hats.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any occult knowledge?
No.
Okay. So you see a flash of green light, and you see that there is a man who is standing, and he has the old connecting operator, like connecting board in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he has like some headphones on, and he's not paying attention at all just to what he's doing. And he's doing the connecting board, and you see one of the men come up behind him, grab the back of his neck. You see a green flash, and he falls to the ground.
Gotcha. Definitely the green flash just kind of made me go, huh? Because that's my initial reaction to any and all green flashes. I'm gonna kind of put like as a reaction, just like grab Clara's wrist, like because this green flash was just like, what is that? Like I'm just gonna kind of grab her arm, and kind of pull her back behind everybody, like that since we're now being escorted away.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to whisper to her, do you know anything about green flashes and then people collapsing?
Don't worry, I got my staff.
All right. Do you want to follow my lead?
I got your back.
Were you gonna say something?
So can I have Stephanie roll a occult check?
Which dice is that?
20, so.
A D20.
And then you said +3. So
Yeah,
like,
in your
what?
skills, in your skills where we did like the ranks and stuff, that last number you should be adding to your rolls.
Oh. Wait, what?
So like there's knowledge, occult. Where's knowledge? What's knowledge under?
No, it's wisdom occult.
Wisdom occult. Oh yeah. So you have like your occult, and then there's like a space plus a space equals a number. That equals a
Right.
number you should be adding to your rolls.
Okay, so I'm doing occult right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a 6, but I have +5.
Okay.
Wow.
So you rolled an 11 total.
It's a hefty occult knowledge.
Yeah. She doesn't mess around. She knows.
Does not mess around when it comes to occult.
Knows
Good,
it.
because I definitely don't mess around when it comes to occult. Like, stay away.
I know things.
You know what she was describing was magic related, but you don't know exactly what it was. But you know there's some magic hijinks going on. blonde man is kind of like has both arms open wide, and he's kind of just like doing this corralling motion to all of you guys as he's trying to lead you through the museum cart. Are you guys just gonna let him coax you through?
No.
Absolutely.
What are you gonna do?
I kind of want to like be like I'm trying to slip out of his grasp, kind of just like kind of stepping to the side when he's like doing the corralling motion, just trying to like kind of casually be like, I'm not what? And I'm like, I have my eye on the door still. So I can still see the door if they come out that way. I'm gonna assume they aren't gonna come out that way, but I still have my eye. And I'm just kind of like trying to avoid the guy corralling us in while like keeping my eye on the door.
Okay, so through the porthole that you saw earlier, you see that the bowler hat man took off his bowler hat, put on the headphones that the operator had, and he's just switching through things. Then you see two identical individuals to that man come out of that door.
Oh God.
And they're just standing like standing guard right in front of that door. They don't look like they're pressuring anyone, but they just look like they're standing there, and you can see that they're mouthing something to themselves.
Okay. When I looked through the first time, I only saw the original connecting dude and then the two identical people. So, okay. I want to, I'm still avoiding this like eyeballing, and I want to see if I can make out what they're saying.
All right, yeah. Just roll a general wisdom check to try and read these people's mouths.
A 7. I no longer like this die.
You can't make out what they're saying. It's just so quick. They're just that you have no idea what's going on.
I understood you perfectly.
When a man uses his arms, he gains bonuses to other senses. I can see and hear better than the average human.
Wait, did I actually make out anything? Because I froze.
Oh, no, you didn't make out.
I'm gonna assume I didn't off of that terrible roll, but like,
yeah.
I make out parrots and lettuce.
You're quite accurate on that one. All right, okay. So
now I'm just kind of like confused.
Yeah, the blonde-haired gentleman kind of like he sees that like you're warborn, so he kind of squares up and he's like, "Miss, I'm gonna have to move. Like you're gonna have to move."
I want to like kind of like square up to him, like even though he's squared up to me, I want to square up to him, and then go, "You could have just asked nicely," and walk away, like turn around and walk away.
Okay, so as he corrals you through the museum areas, you see that there's a few other of the lottery winners, and they seem to be kind of out of it, as they just are kind of standing, like look like they're disassociating while they're like looking at like certain parts of the petrified tree in this cart. You see that the blonde individual does not corral them like he's corralling you three in particular.
Oh.
Do you just keep allowing him to corral you?
I'm like very suspicious already, and this is very poor customer service. So I pretend that I like drop my earring and I can't find it to stall for time.
Okay, you drop your earring. I would like all of you guys to make a spot check while you're just like, oh my gosh, my contact. I can't see without my contacts.
15.
Nat 1.
Okay.
16.
So James, you think she legitimately dropped her earring? You're like, I don't see it. I have no idea where it went. I'm pretty sure it went under the tracks. Like, I think there's like a crack here. And you're like looking for a crack in the carpet. Like, there's only one explanation. What did you roll, Stephanie?
16.
16. Okay. So both of you guys notice that there is more of the identical individuals than the 3 you've already seen in this room. There is about 4 of them. And they're all standing near one of the, like a group of the, like groups of 2 near the lottery winners. You also see that there is one in particular that is doing that weird shoulder massage thing behind 2 people's backs, like where they like go in the middle between 2 people and like do that rubbing shoulders thing.
I'm creeped out immediately.
Yeah, as they're looking at a lot of other petrified leaves in a case with inscriptions on them.
Just based on seeing that, my brooch, I kind of want to like cover it with like it's like I guess like on my chest, I guess like on my like right here. I kind of want to pull the jacket that I'm wearing a little bit over it.
Fair enough. Well, James, you have no idea what's going on.
I swear I saw it drop.
This is, I think, the 3rd group of twins I've seen. Okay.
The blonde individual goes, "Lady, you didn't drop your earring. I see it literally on your ear."
Fancy
there it is.
And then kind of begins to corral you once again.
I want to ask, where exactly are you taking us?
Just back to your rooms.
Is there any specific reason why?
We want you to be dressed a little bit better for the ceremony tonight. If you do not have adequate clothing will be provided for you.
I want to kind of point at the other people. What about them?
They're already in appropriate clothing.
I look down and I see this like nasty stain on my shirt, and I thought this would be fine.
Christ.
Well, I guess I can go grab my trench coat.
What exactly is appropriate clothing?
Formal wear.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need someone to bring me some formal wear.
Same here, apparently.
So as you guys then go past like the greenhouse cart and then the staff cart, as you guys are moving there, almost to like where your guys' rooms are, the train jolts and you guys are swung back and forth pretty hard, but not enough to like bludgeon you guys in any way. And you then hear a weird pop as the intercom turns on, and it goes, "Can we get all lottery winners to the museum as soon as possible? We are going to host a second lottery where there might be a cash prize for the winner."
I hear cash prize and immediately like, oh yes, this is what I've been waiting for.
I kind of look at the blonde guy and be like, so can I join the second lottery? Do I need to wear a dress? Do you want me to go back to the room that we were just in? There's a lot of conflicting information right now.
I'm pretty sure they would still like you to look nice, as he's like kind of directing you back to your rooms.
Okay.
If you guys let him, like, are you guys going to let him, you guys go back to your rooms, like corral you back? So he stands there in the hallway as you guys are getting like ready, and they have like these packages in paper that have like dresses and like and suits in like certain sizes and stuff of that nature. So Kay is frozen.
Oh, you guys were frozen for a second. I could still hear you though.
Okay, fantastic.
My internet connection is unstable.
Ooh, spicy. So if you put on formal wear, it takes you like 20 minutes. And then he's just standing in the hallway, and he's trying to use one of the intercom phones. And you see that he's having great issue with it.
In the formal wear that I was given, can I easily hide pistols?
Define
Like-
easy.
Like how form-fitting is this dress? Do I need to go like straight thigh holster?
You're probably gonna have to go straight thigh holsters.
Okay. So yeah, I want 2 thigh holsters. We're gonna Mr. and Mrs. Smith this.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, I try to find a good place for my gun and can't figure it out, so I just throw it on the bed and walk out. Like, let's do this.
I need all of you guys to just roll another listen check.
Oof.
I keep rolling a 15.
I've been getting rough rolls. I just got a 7.
Oh, geez. Bookmans, why? Why have you?
Why have you forsaken me, Bookmans?
So I got a 22 because I have 4 extra listens.
Jeez Louise. Okay. So everyone but James, you guys hear a gunshot preceded by a few more, and then screaming in the carts ahead of you.
Like, does it sound like directly in the one ahead of us, or like does it sound like a little far away?
It sounds like a little far away.
Okay.
Stephanie, you know that like from the way it sounds like it's coming from the museum carts. The blonde guy perks up and draws his gun and goes, "I'll be right back," and then dashes forward towards the museum carts. And you guys are now alone.
All right, I'm definitely like leaning up against like the door frame of my room and like adjusting like my thigh holster a little bit, like just not like I'm not armed and dangerous. And I kind of like do like a head nod. So gunshots? No one?
I have
Say
no
that
idea
to
what you're talking
Clara?
about.
Yeah. No, well, I'm also telling you I heard gunshots.
I'm like, I heard them as well. I want to go check on Puzzle because he checked on me before when that guy ran into me. So let's go see if he's all right.
Is it Clarice? Clara? Clariton? Clara.
Clara Karen.
Clara Karen. You seem like you know a lot about spooky magic.
That's profiling.
She told me that. It's not profiling if they tell me it first. It's active listening, man.
That is true. And I don't know how comfortable you are with it or about it, but I could share some things for you with you.
Not at all comfortable. Definitely not zero comfortability around anything having to do with, non-proof science-based shooty bang bang kind of stuff. I want to kind of like hush, like wave Puzzle over because one, he just seems like a very lost, adorable person, and I feel now responsible for him.
So I'm holding an alcoholic beverage, and I look over at you, and realize you're like beckoning me over, and I immediately like accidentally spill a ton of stuff on my nice clothing. Like, oh man! And I walk over to you.
I ignore that you spilled beer all over yourself just immediately. And I go, so before the Aryan child here decided he wanted to to take us back to our rooms because we were dressed inappropriately. I saw a weird thing, kind of scared me, but also I'm very, very confused, and I think we all need to be on high alert.
Okay.
Basically,
What did you see?
do you remember that guy that bumped into you, Clara, that we were walking after?
Yeah.
Before we got ushered out, I turned around and to see if I could see anything in the room they went in, and he was with another man who looked exactly like him. And the one of either him or the twin zapped the guy that was working the receptionist thing. What are those actually called?
Operator board.
Switchboards.
Switchboards.
So working a switchboard, he kind of zapped him on the neck. There was this green flash, and then the dude collapsed, and then the twin sat down and started doing the switchboard, and then two people who looked exactly like him came out again. So he could be a triplet. There could be a third one. I think they might be body snatching.
Okay. I need you now to make another listen check. Real quick, all of you.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Ooh.
5. I'm very into my story.
15.
This time I got a 19.
Fantastic. So you're very engrossed in your story that you're telling, and James and Stephanie's ears both perk up as they like hear something else, and you're like, don't listen to that. That's not important right now. As there's more gunshots and more screaming coming from the front thing, and then it settles down, and then you hear the intercoms flicker on again and say, hello, residents. Currently, we are looking for 3 lottery winners.
I immediately just go, that could be us.
They were not in the museum cart. And if you may be disqualified from the second lottery if you are not here within the next 10 minutes. Thank you very much for your participation. Click.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Guys,
no.
we should probably get going.
I would say the opposite kind puzzle.
I agree. I agree with Clara. Like, I don't really need a cash prize. Like,
Do you think the gunshots were that direction? Like towards the museum?
Yes,
Where
I
this
do.
came from?
That could have been anything. We don't know 100% if it's a gunshot.
I kind of like
It sounded
take
like a gunshot.
I take my gun out from a holster and point at the floor and shoot.
Okay,
Did it sound like that?
It was a gunshot. Okay, I believe you. What are we gonna do?
Travis, are there like those portholes that you said were on the top? Is there one in our car?
Yeah, you've noticed that there's like literally one in every car except the greenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
But
does it open all the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you see that there is like a ladder with hinges at the base that you just like, you have to reach up, grab, and then it swings down, clicks, and then you guys can exit.
Puzzle, can you do me a favor? Can you just grab that ladder and pull down?
Absolutely. I grab it with my one arm and I pull with all of my might down.
You pull it down.
I feel like I jump back against the wall like, damn.
It clicks into place. You then, who's going first?
Nose goes.
I'll go.
I kind of looked at it, I was like, is anyone else going to say something? Because I will go. I will do this.
Stephanie, your character climbs up the ladder, undoes the hatch. It's very like rough. Someone should probably lubricate this at some point. You flip it over and you notice that there is a holster right under. It doesn't have a gun. It's just a holster for people to put their guns while they're like undoing the thing. So this is like primarily used to get rid of people who are on the top of the train. You undo the hatch, it flips open. The train is moving remarkably fast, and it blows the hatch open, even though it's one of those thick metal hatches, and you don't see anyone on top of this train, but you just see pure blackness beneath you as like the night is almost like it's just there's no lights in sight. What are you guys doing?
I yell up to her, is there anything that we can hold on to up there? Does it look like if we crawl across it, we're going to fly off?
I think so.
Your character does see that there is a rail that goes from each end right from the porthole itself. Sorry, what were you about to say?
Well, it is moving really fast.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Well, why don't you come and check it out?
First, I go back. I'm going to go back in my room and put my flak jacket on over this gorgeous gown.
Yeah.
Really just go for it. Apparently, I'm really going for the Angelina Jolie look right now.
Yeah.
But I'm going to climb up after her.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's at least space for us to stick both of our heads out.
Like you kind of like straddle each other as like you're both on the ladder, and then you're just both heads are picked out like some weird two-headed abomination from like a top, and it's pretty windy. It is gonna like be really hard for you guys to like navigate on here, but like if you fall off, you guys think it's gonna be like the end.
Sweet.
Is it safe for a one-armed man like me to go up there?
I'm gonna go with no, big buddy.
No puzzle, stay there.
Stay where you are, big shoot.
But you gotta keep a lookout because they're looking for us.
I'm on it.
Is there like a linen closet you can hide in?
James, I would like you just to roll an investigation check if you have it.
I got where is investigation? Got a 13.
As you're looking around, there is a like where a fire extinguisher would go. There's a thing called that says lifelines.
Okay.
And it looks like a rope harness with one of those quick attach like climbing.
Carabiner.
Yeah, carabiner.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. I definitely like go over to it and like poke around just to like make sure there's no like alarm that will go off if I like do it. I don't know.
It doesn't seem to be the case.
Okay. So I grab this rope and I bring it over and I yell up in the hatch, "Hey, I found something. You guys need a rope?"
I want to like awkwardly wiggle off of Clara, like down the ladder, and go, yeah, that would be nice. Okay. I have a rope now.
Okay, so tie it to me, and if I fall, then you can pull me back in.
Okay. I don't know how this is gonna go.
So I'm gonna go hold my staff. I'm gonna go investigate over by the rail.
Okay.
My beer.
I'm not holding your beer and the staff. Wait, did you ask me to hold your staff? Was that what happened?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not holding your beer too. You can hold your beer.
Yeah, I
still
just
have
chugged the
to run
rest of
yourself.
it. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Okay, so all of you guys going to go up on top, or is
No, Clara's gonna go across, right? I'm gonna stay back and hold the rope.
I'm
Right.
dutifully
I
keeping
feel
watch.
I feel like we should put the rope on the railing.
Probably, yeah. That sounds more safe.
Or maybe tie the rope to the ladder, and then
the
tie the
ladder
rope
is not
around
that
me.
sturdy. I mean, is the ladder that sturdy? I know nothing about ladders. I don't have knowledge ladders.
Tie it to the hatch. Tie it to the that thingy.
The thing that will close.
I just don't want to fall off and die.
I know. I'm saying let's double down on this, and you have the rope on you. We'll like loop the rope around the railing so you can use the railing, and then I'll also hold on to part of the rope. So if you fall off the railing, I will hold you against the side of the train because I'm probably not strong enough to pull you up.
Alrighty, let's do this thing. Sounds like a plan.
So much confidence in me.
okay? So you guys strain each other together. Is everyone like, how are you guys walking on the top of this train?
I think it's just me, right?
Yeah, it's just you.
Okay, so
I'm staying at the hatch.
yeah. Okay, so
Puzzles on the bottom.
Stephanie, your character walks over. There is sun windows. What are the skylights? Wait,
Moonroof, sunroof.
It's a window on the roof.
Skylight, you were right.
Skylight. Okay, yeah. You see some skylights. You can look down into each cabin as you're passing it, and then you don't see anything out of the ordinary. And when you get to the greenhouse, I need you to roll a sneak check.
I heard that as snake check.
The snake check. Roll the snake check.
It's a rattlesnake.
What is oh, it's in dexterity. So
Yeah.
13.
Okay. So you slide onto the glass roof, and you can see everything perfectly in the greenhouse from this because it's lit up against the stark darkness behind you. And you see that there is 3 individuals who brought the jade acorn that you saw in the other room. And you see that they are putting the leaves together in a circular fashion around it at its base. And the symbols are lining up to an image that were engraved on each leaf. And it looks like the tree that you saw in your vision. And then you see that there is 3 leaves missing. And you see the individuals arrange it, and then all of them in unison look up at you.
Creepy.
Worst lottery of my life. Of course, I don't know this is actually happening, so I'm just saying it to myself.
Right.
What do you do?
I'm gonna run away back and report back to Gwynnifer and Puzzle what I just saw. And you guys, I think we need to go to the greenhouse. I have to show my face.
So
Get the what?
They saw me. I have to.
Oh,
we gotta go to the lottery now, or else they're gonna be really suspicious.
I think they're going to be suspicious either way. I think that ship has sailed, my friend.
Do you think I'll still get my money?
Maybe.
Okay, let's go.
I don't like this idea, but I also feel like I should not leave either of you two alone.
Fair enough. So I guess you guys, you would have to walk through the greenhouse room in order to get to the museum areas. So are you guys just gonna walk to the museum and try to be nonchalant as you walk through Stephanie, do you tell them what you saw up there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
I report back because that's the
Okay.
whole point.
Cool. Acheron, missing leaves. They all looked up at you. The circular pattern. Something about a tree. I don't like these visions.
There's 3 missing.
There's 3 missing.
Maybe
Awesome.
we can find them in the museum.
I like where your head's at. We don't know what this acorn does. I'm a little scared of it.
Isn't the acorn green, like, is it a similar green to the green flash that you saw?
I don't know. Is it?
Yes.
It's the same green.
I would assume that's what Jade means. So yes. Yeah. So more of a reason for us to figure this the heck out and get off this stupid train immediately.
Agreed.
Yeah. What color is my dress?
It is just a generic black.
Awesome. I'm gonna keep my flat jacket on.
It blends in nicely. Like
It blends in.
it complements each other. They complement the low cut dress.
They said I just had to wear something formal. They provided said formal wear. This is an added accessory. Take it or leave it.
Fair.
I unzip like just the front part, like an inch.
Just zip, like pop out the collar.
Yeah. It's fancier now.
So you guys start walking towards the museum area. As you do, you get into the staff quarters, like that narrow hallway right before the green room. And you see that there is the Aryan Boy, as you
Only way I could use to describe him. The blonde hair, blue eyes, tall.
is, dying.
He's dying?
As he's slumped in the hallway, holding his stomach.
Oh.
So I am a healer, but I want information. So I offer to heal him if he tells me information.
And I thought I was the morally gray one.
So you walk up to him and you're like, I don't know how to fix that. And then he's just like, he looks up. Like, he just goes, all my years with the tax collectors and I never got hit once. Thought I'd be a cook, thought it'd be an easy job. And then he looks up at you and he goes, what do you want?
What do I want? I want to know
Information.
leaves.
As she's stuttering, I just want to kind of do a lean against the wall, like kind of like a nonchalant thing over him, just be like,
Yeah.
so who shot you, buddy?
Wait! Oh no!
What?
Oh, my iPad storage is full, so that's great.
I'm still recording.
You are? Okay, good.
And I'm also recording, so we should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Redundancy on redundancy.
Redundancies. Good.
Yeah.
Any hoot.
So he goes, one of those freaks in the green room.
I kind of keep looking at Clara, like anytime you want to do your interrogation, feel free to interrupt. Do you mean those freaky twins?
I think there's a whole circus of them. As he's just like
It's
holding
like,
his stomach, and he's just like looks at the blood, and then like you just see a lot pew out like immediately when he stops putting pressure on it, and then he goes, never mind. Then like he just like holds really hard again.
I may
I
be in
look
love
at
with
him
this guy.
and I look at him and I think, oh, I know the solution to this, and I ask, can I get you a drink?
I just kind of look. I feel like I just look from the blonde guy to Puzzle to the blonde guy to Puzzle, and then just do one of these.
Guy shrugs and like he's like, I'll take all the help I can get. Like,
Are they using
Reaching-
the acorn for magic? Tell me.
I'm not associated with magic. They said make sure that they can get all the leaves. And I thought it was just a heist job. I wasn't ready for magic to be involved.
Are the rest of the leaves on the train?
Yeah, and on you. Kind of gestures towards your brooches that you have.
Well, that made a lot of sense.
Okay,
I feel like I looked
appreciate the
and I just
information.
go, oh. I'm just adding commentary right now.
I'll help you out and try to save you.
All right. So I need you to roll a heal check.
While she's doing that, can I ask, so why did they give these to us?
As she's trying to do first aid, he goes, it wasn't part of those freak shows in there. It was part of the dumb outreach program that the historians were trying to put on, trying to make more people interested in history, as he just wipes blood all over his face as he rubs his eye. They just wanted people to be more interested, and they thought it was just gibberish. And then he just goes like, as Stephanie is working on him. What did you roll?
13.
Okay. You're like, you pull out your like first aid kit, and you are able to make sure that he's not in any immediate danger of bleeding out. And you fix him up a bit.
History's dumb.
I agree.
I reach into my coat and I hand him my flask. Like, drink up, my friend.
He takes a good swig and thins out his blood. Okay, so what are you guys doing now?
Is he just gonna? I can't talk. How much did she heal him? Like, is he able to now help us? If I ask.
He can probably limp around behind you guys.
Okay.
Or if you force him, limp around in front of you guys.
No, I kind of like him now.
I feel like we should just leave him because we need to make friends with the greenhouse people because I have the rest of the leaves and something to offer them, but they need to give us information as well about what's going on. Oh, is Kate frozen?
Keep freezing. I mean, I have that unstable internet. I can still hear everything you guys are saying.
Internet.
Okay, good. So what do you all think about that? Let's go make some friends.
I'm not too keen on making friends. But again, I feel like I shouldn't leave you alone.
Should we maybe find a safe place for him to hide? Because it seems like the bad guys are not keen on him.
Just
Or
I asked him if he has a weapon.
I got this, and he pulls out the compact machine gun that he has with him.
I kind of just shrug. That'll do.
And then you give it to Puzzle because he's unarmed.
No, Pencil has a gun on him. I thought.
Just because
No,
I have
you're not
one
bad.
arm.
He's not a handicap. He just has one arm.
Well, he is capped on hands, so.
So I said unarmed because you threw your gun on the bed, right, Puzzle? You left it in your room.
I thought you.
I have a gun. Yes, he's like on the ground with the machine gun. Oh no. Kay has fallen.
Kay has fallen.
Why did I fall? Your internet connection is unsafe. I know. I'm in a basement.
Jeez Louise. So what are you guys doing? So he looks like he's set up. Are you guys going to continue to the greenhouse?
I think Puzzle needs to go back and get his arm. I mean, his gun.
I don't
You need
feel
to arm
confident
yourself.
I don't feel confident using a gun. I have never used a gun before.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Okay, stand behind me.
Okay.
Clara, this is a cockamamie plan, but let's go through with it.
Okay.
All right. So we all agree that he is kosher. So should we continue moving on?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Just don't shoot us
So-
on our way back.
I'll try not to. You guys, you open up the door. You see that like there is like just open air to either side in between this like airlock kind of deal. And then you guys look through the porthole and you see all of the you see that there is a total of 4 of them standing in a box equidistant from one another near some trees in the greenhouse itself. And they all are staring at the jade acorn in the middle.
I just very casually want to like unholster both of my guns just as a precaution.
Yeah.
But like casually hold them at my side.
Okay. So you're going first?
I'm not going first.
Who's going first?
Claire's going first. I
I'm
just kind of
going
like, I'm going
first.
to elbow her forward.
But you're my backup. So
I'm
I'm my
your backup.
staff. You got your guns. And I say, I think I have what you all need.
Okay. So you enter the room. They all in unison dart look at you. And you're like, I got what you need. And then there is in in movie cover art, James comes in with his one arm and then Kay behind you on the other side with 2 guns. They look at you and they all say in unison, "We know."
Definitely when they all talk in unison, it's like that like just that sound of me like clicking back like my guns like oh no.
What do you say?
I'm not saying anything.
But we can be civil about this. We have what you need, and you want what we have. So let's come to a compromise here. Any?
I need to roll
I missed all of that, but
Persuasion. All right.
what did you say? Because I froze again.
Something along the lines of, "We have what you want. Let's come to a compromise." I rolled a 15.
They look at all of you guys, and one exits like the formation that they had to stand right in front of you. He like holsters the gun that he has, and you recognize that like they're all holding guns that like the staff were using. So it looks like the standard issue that the staff had.
Mm-hmm.
And he opens both of his palms towards you like this after you say that.
Ladies?
Do we get to stay for the ritual if I hand over what you need?
You don't see this on your face, but you sense a smile.
I'm creeped out.
Like
You do, I'm scared.
you feel like this, like if you like every time you blink, you think this person's smiling, but when you look, they're not.
They're just deadpan.
Yeah.
Well, aren't I more sensitive to these things in general? I feel like I should be able to get a better read on him.
Yeah, actually, roll sense motive, and we're gonna be using like your sensitive on top of that.
Okay. 6. Wait, no. 7.
You know that they want you to be around for the ritual.
Cool.
I say we hand him over. What do you think?
So I remove my brooch and hand it over,
He takes it in one hand. And then he
Okay.
just
and then we shake on it.
you, like move his hand up and down like this. Like he doesn't even like look away. Like he then just looks at both of you two, and the heads of the other three just look exactly where he is looking.
Oh,
My
Hydra.
skin is crawling.
So I
I do
like
not
try
like
to-
this.
really struggling getting this thing off with my one arm, and I just rip it off so my clothing just like tatters a little bit, and I hand it over.
And then they all, in unison, with like the crack of their neck, look at you. Okay.
I don't like this at all. I just kind of like look at both of you guys like, what kind of ritual is this?
A restoration of what needs to be done. And they all say that in unison.
And with the talking unison. I'm like more and more on edge every single time they talk in unison.
Yeah. Well, at least they're not children.
And they all look the same too?
Exactly the same.
Oh god. Well,
At
where-
least
where
they're not
y'all
children,
from?
because children are creepy when they talk in unison.
You mean all the time.
I have more.
That.
I just immediately just go, I need more questions. I was like, I have more questions. If you want this brooch, you're gonna need to answer these questions.
If we want
Who
this brooch,
and or what are we restoring?
they say that in unison.
Wait, say it again.
Oh, if we want this brooch, we will take it from you.
Ooh.
Oh,
I just point both of my guns forward immediately.
they do not flinch.
Great. So what are we restoring?
The tree.
The petrified tree?
The tree.
Gotcha. Weird, creepy unison talking again. Every single time they talk in unison, I like look at all of the. What?
I told Puzzle about my experience before, but did I tell you about what I saw before?
No.
I did, right?
No.
Oh.
You were going to,
the
then you
tree.
didn't.
I feel like it was a premonition of sorts.
Is the tree good or bad? Am I
That's
going to
what I'm
leave the
not
situation
sure of.
alive or dead?
I'm unsure.
You're unsure. Oof. I like just kind of like look at you, and I don't want to take my my guns down, so I just like Clara, just get the brooch.
So I grab the brooch from you and give it to them.
I swear, if I regret this and I die, I'm gonna kill you both.
They take the last piece, and he hands it to two others as they like draw as they holster their weapons. You see one grab like another one's like pistol and is doing what you were doing and is just doing it back at you, mirrored.
Oh.
Completely.
Can I like move my right arm up and he'll move it up?
Yeah. Like out like ever like when you like start doing anything funky, he just goes like it. He doesn't mimic that.
Okay. I tried.
He's just mimicking where your guns are at.
Gotcha.
On his person.
I just want to stand there like that, pointed at each other.
Okay. You see that they put the missing pieces of the puzzle together. And then the three look at Stephanie's character and goes, "The tree demands sacrifice."
Let's go get Aryan Boy. He could be the sacrifice.
Whoa.
Just said I kind of like him now. How about one of
Okay,
you?
fine.
Like one of the weird, creepy unison twins.
We need a sacrifice.
There's plenty of you. There's only one of us.
We need a sacrifice.
Is there anyone in the museum?
We need a sacrifice
Yeah, Puzzle, go check the museum.
of spirit alignment.
Of what?
Of spirit alignment.
Claire, I think this is all you, man.
This is all you.
Like a what kind of sacrifice?
A sacrifice.
You just keep asking them things and they keep talking in unison.
Like I'm gonna die, or
Like
I
when you
think they wanna
say
kill you.
like, am I gonna die? They click their head like this, and it sounds like a cicada.
That was that pop sound.
A sacrifice.
Mm.
Hmm.
I kind of want to look at Puzzle and just kind of like nod towards Clara, like.
I'm the sacrifice.
My dear.
We gotta get out of here.
I think they need your help.
I'm sure it's just, not lethal.
You'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm getting my wine bottle out of my trench coat.
Yeah.
Like a big
Wine
swig.
bottle? Wait, where did you take a wine bottle?
It's in my trench coat.
Okay.
Like with my first aid kit.
Trench coat
All
wine.
the things.
Dude.
Yeah, why would I have trench coat
Times,
wine?
man.
Like I just have this flak jacket. There's no wine in this.
And I'm ready to make the sacrifice.
So okay, so they grab your character's hands, and I want you to roll occult real quick.
What happens if I slowly shift my guns over towards Clara?
As you do that, he stands in front of those guns and then points it like at you.
Dang.
So 14.
Okay. You know that this is some sort of summoning ritual.
Okay.
So, if you guys are not going to intervene, they cut the palms of your hand and place it on the acorn. And you see them start to file in.
I'm gonna slowly move out, like backwards towards where we just came from. Just
Bail on me.
just like one step at a time. Real slow, like.
James, what are you doing?
I see that more people are coming in, so I try to get inside the room a little better, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm in the way, and get closer to the egg thing.
Okay.
Acorn.
There's two types of people in the world.
So you see that there's 10 more people come in, so 14 of total identical people, and they arrange themselves in some sort of 14-point or circle-like formation. The one that was pointing guns at you stops. You then feel a sharp pain, Stephanie. The acorn lights up. Your character is taken aback as all the leaves and their symbols, drawn into them, light up into a picture of the tree. As you guys back up, a tree starts to sprout from it, and they all, in unison, walk equidistant to the tree. What are you guys doing?
Does it look like it's hurting, Clara?
It did look like it hurt, but it's no longer she was kind of she naturally stepped back after it started glowing to leave room for the other people coming in. So
I'm pretty all in at this point. But I'm getting a little claustrophobic because there's a lot of people in this room.
Yeah.
I'm freaking out a little bit, so I try to get over to where what's her name is Gwynnifer is at, just for like protection, because I'm like, what the heck is going on?
I'm also like, what the heck is going on? How close am I to the door we came in from?
You like it's at your back. You've never really left.
Oh, okay, got it.
Like,
I want to like crack it open a little bit and like make eye contact with Blondie and be
yeah,
like,
he's just in the doorway as you like left the door open, and he just has the breeze on his face.
oh, he froze again.
And he's Can you see me now? Am I okay? Oh no. Oh no, it froze.
Oh no!
He froze again, so you have to do all of that over.
Okay. So Blondie has like some like the breeze blowing in on his face as he's just like sitting in the doorway with like a machine gun propped like this, and he just looks at you and goes, "Hey, oh," that's like you see light flashing. So you then see the roots go in. Where are you guys standing?
In the doorway.
Are all of you in the doorway?
I'm in the doorway.
I'm like a little into the, like I'm near the doorway, but I'm not like at the doorway.
I think I'm still closer to the acorn
Okay.
or the tree.
So you're
whatever.
just like, this is cool. I'm like so into this right now. They all open their mouths as they start reaching the tree like outline of glowing energy. And you hear them all have a cicada sound coming out of their mouth as like the like call, as their flesh starts to drip off of their face, revealing some insectoid kind of exoskeleton. I need all of you guys to make a sanity saving throw versus supernatural.
Oh, great.
Oh crap!
I was like, guess who has that as their highest DC? Guess who just rolled a 7?
Oof.
Fantastic.
I gotta.
Wait, do I add anything to that?
No.
Okay,
It's
great.
just a flat roll.
So 14.
2?
2.
Yeah.
So Stephanie, your character is like, yes. Yes. your brain, you're like, I thought this was gonna be a boring train ride, but guess who was wrong, Mom? And then like and then James, you and Kay, actually let's roll some dice. Okay. So you guys are gonna take 11 sanity damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Not fun.
So
I don't even know why I'm checking these. There we go. Just check the one.
both of you guys gain an immediate flaw
Yeah.
right off the bat. So let me look.
Do we have to take certain ones?
So you guys, both of you guys roll a d6 and then tell me what sanity are you currently going to?
What?
So you lost 10 sanity and you should have like 60 sanity that you started at, and now you're going down to blank.
Oh, I'm at 34 from 45.
We lost how many did we lose again?
11.
I'm at 59.
Okay. So both of you guys roll a d6.
Okay. 3.
5.
Okay. So James, this is deeply unsettling, but you're in flaw range. Never mind. No, both of you guys gain flaws. Oh wait, no. Kay, you gain a virtue, so your mind cracked, but you're just like pushing through it. And James, you're getting a flaw.
Okay.
This is kind of fantastic. Definitely shows off the mechanics. Great. Now just roll 1d4, the both of you.
Okay.
1d4?
Yeah. and then just tell me the
2.
number.
1.
So your character, Kay, is now resilient against spirit sanity damage. So you have a -2 on the DC of any sanity check you would take. So if you see something like this again, it would be, and it's like usually a 13, it is now an 11.
Nice. I rolled a 2.
You have a nervous breakdown. Choose one of the following statuses to gain: dazed, hallucinating, or sickened.
I'll choose sickened.
Okay, you've seen the flesh decay off of these people. You're just like, the smell and the taste in the air, and you're just like, no, nope, Oh God. Okay, so they all coalesce. Do you guys do anything after you've made your sanity saves, or are you just fucking staring in awe like watching a train wreck happen?
I need to go check in on my friends because I brought them into this and I feel very responsible.
I feel like I like make eye contact with the blonde guy in the hallway and be like, tree good, tree bad.
I mean, they did shoot him.
He's just staring, like open mouth, just staring into the tree, horrified.
I'm gonna go tree bad.
Tree bad. I am just grabbing, like, I'm trying to recover from this. I'm grabbing my knees and just like, oh God.
Stephanie,
you go like, how you doing, campers? Like, wasn't
this cool? No? Does anybody need some first aid?
I will when I jump off of this moving train.
I have some wine. Would that help?
I immediately just rip the wine out of your trench coat.
Okay.
Take a very long chug.
So as you guys are doing this, you see them turn into the tree, and this is from the vision you saw, with the tree with all the faces on it whispering to one another.
Oh my God.
That is the trunk of the tree. The roots dive down, the train shakes, and all of you guys I need all of you guys to make a dexterity saving throw. And that's just your dexterity mod added.
Ooh.
11.
13.
19.
Ooh.
What did you get, Kay?
13.
Okay. So your compatriot Blondie behind you, the train abruptly stops. The cart in front of you that is holding the actual engine rips away from the the greenhouse cart. All of you guys are going to take half damage from this. All of you guys are taking 4 points of damage as you guys literally get thrown out of the train itself. And you see that your compatriot Blondie, his body just gets thrown and unmoving.
Oh, so sad.
Some bit away as you guys now find yourselves in a field, and on the train tracks there is that tree that planted its roots and tore the train apart. As you guys slightly recover from just either being, your body's just so relaxed that on impact you're like, this is okay. Like
I probably wanted to be, I mean, I did want to jump off the moving train. So this was, just another way to do that.
So you see this tree, like a full grown oak planted there, full of leaves, and then the faces slowly fade away to just notches in the tree itself. And that's the end of the campaign.
I don't know if what we did was good or bad.
Did I hear what they were whispering? Like, did we make that out?
So as I need you to just roll a sensitive check real quick. And just,
do I add anything to that?
No.
Sense?
So much for gig.
It's just
do
a
I
fun.
add anything to that?
No.
None.
9. So you can hear in your head all of them like fading whispers out, "Thank you," over and over in unison. And then it just says like, "Finally together again."
One bit.
Look
Oh,
what
I
we
got one
did, you
bit.
guys.
I'm glad you're happy about it. That was like my nightmare. Made friends.
Oh, geez. But yeah, so hopefully like you enjoyed it. Sorry that it abruptly ended. I wasn't expecting you guys to be like, "No, this is fine." Like, fuck it. But yeah, no, I'm excited that this is the way you guys went with it.
We went the
That was
nonviolent
interesting.
path.
Yeah, right.
For once in my life, I actually listened to other people that were playing and went, "Yeah, I guess so." I'm definitely
Travis,
like
you are
run into
quite
a
a
room,
good
shoot first type of
archivist.
person.
Pardon?
I was just saying you're quite a good archivist.
Oh, well, thank you.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so fun.
I
And
think
my
puzzle's my favorite.
The sanity, I really enjoyed the sanity aspect of
Yeah,
the game.
same.
I think that adds definitely a whole different level.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it helps you relate to your character a bit. Seeing like they're like, "Oh no, this is not okay," and you're like, "Oh, I guess it's not okay."
No. Anything supernatural for Gwennifer is not okay.
Yeah.
Not like, no. If there hadn't been a green flash when she saw the twins in the other room, she probably would have barged in guns blazing.
Yeah, fair.
But the green flash was like, no, we should probably get help.
This is out of my wheelhouse.
This is not, I don't know how to do this.
This is not bullets and flesh. This is.
Stephanie, how do you feel about this? It's your first time ever in a role-playing situation.
That was so fun. I want to do it again.
Fantastic.
Conversion, we did it.
Yes.
Welcome to the group.
Travis, do you want to maybe talk a little bit about Acheron or anything else, maybe where they can find your Kickstarter things?
Oh yeah. So we're currently live on Kickstarter. We're slowly going into our last week at 60%. So we need all the help we can get actually funded. So we need your support, and we would love for you guys to pledge whatever you can. I know COVID times are ridiculous right now, so if you can't support, please just share us with your friends and family and just get the word out, because we have already made a pretty excellent fan base already. They've already been making fan art. They've already been making their own stories. It's a really devoted community, and we would just like to expand our already small, like growing family. So please find us.
I know you guys are doing the beta handbook or adding stuff in beta right now. Is there anything you can spoil for us that you guys are for sure going to be adding?
Oh, look.
We just added another race to the beta, which I just finished editing. Yay!
Cool.
Hey.
Hey.
Is it the Eldritch one?
Yeah.
So we already have Demonic Dark Leechers and Spirit Dark Leechers that Stephanie played. We are now releasing our, it is like the picture on our Kickstarter, our Eldritch Dark Leecher. She has pale white skin and tentacles for hair.
Whoa.
I would have played that in a heartbeat.
Love.
So we are adding that subtype to the game for our beta for everyone. It's free. You can check it out. Try before you buy. So just so you know the general direction we're going. We've already written a lot, and we are just sharing the bits that we are confident that that you can play a game with right off the bat. So more things are to come regardless.
Yay. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for doing this. We had a blast, and we really hope that your Kickstarter hits it off. It seems like it's already doing pretty dang good. So
Yeah.
It's
doing pretty all right.
yay.
Hey.
All right, and scene.
So everyone stop being professional.
Yeah, right.